just one item on the agenda. Maybe we could go through the action items from last time.
Yeah, that sounds good.
I did not do any of mine. I'm actually looking at these now. I don't recall why I was supposed to ping these folks about the Docathon.
Oh, we were gonna try and get more participation in the Docathon from like our regular users. So we were gonna just ping people personally about it rather than, well, I mean, also announce it on the internet, but we were gonna try and like ping the people we wanted to participate also.
Yeah. So that's coming up the 24th.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, cool. I'll try to do that this week so we get enough, so it's done in enough time.
Cool.
So cool. It looks like I have a few emails and Slack messages to send.
Yeah.
See Gilbert. I don't think he's with us today. And email to Greg and Robert A.
Oh, I was supposed to introduce you to Robert Allen about blog post, probably.
Okay, cool.
But yeah, I did not do that. So I will.
And I don't think Ben M has checked on the version docs. I think we might just be carrying all of these over. Start an email thread. Oh, right. We were going to work on an email thread about doc.
Yeah, so I drafted it for you.
Oh, that's amazing.
I'm just waiting for, I'll put a link here.
Okay, thank you so much.
I mean, it's not a tough email. It just basically says, tell us what you think about the documentation.
Yeah. Okay, and Andy, get to Jira integration.
So I went on a tangent with this. It is because if you read the second half of that, it's look closer at improving push commits and post review scripts. Now, I still liked where we started with that, and I want to do it eventually, but I want to punt it because what I think we actually need to improve is the fact that our post review scripts are still in Python 2. Primarily apply reviews is in Python 2, which is the cause of people like, oh my goodness, I'm blanking on names right now, like Gaston and another person. People with non-ASCII characters in their names, like accents, have had a change on review board, which I think is awful. And it just comes down to the fact that like Python 2 on Windows uses the ANSI APIs, not the Unicode APIs. And anyway, so I went on a tangent with this and actually have tested out and have a work in progress patch up that makes a subset of the support scripts Python 2 and Python 3 compatible. So I'm just looking at that along with the rest of the conversion to Python 3 stuff with Armand. Is that the right name? So we have a different action item here. We're not actually sure. Once we look at it, I have a work in progress of these scripts working under Python 2 and Python 3, but it still adds a dependency. You have to install the Python future package. And so now we're thinking, well, if we have to install a package anyway, maybe just scrap the Python 2 support and just go straight to Python 3. So that I think falls under community for at least some of this work. I want these scripts to run under Python 3 so that Gaston can spell his name correctly on review board.
Yeah.
And other community members. So that's, yeah, it went on a tangent, but I think it's a good direction.
Okay, cool. So the one item I had added today was to talk about doing a test-a-thon, because we were having some internal team meeting recently, and we had some time left over at the end of it, so we just all debugged a couple flaky tests together, and actually were able to make decent progress in just like 15 or 20 minutes of looking at some stuff together. And so someone raised the point at that time that it might be useful to do a test-a-thon with the larger community where we just try to make some progress on some of our flaky tests over the course of an hour or two, sitting down together on it. And I thought that might be kind of nice. It was like a nice way, I don't know, it's just kind of fun to look at something with other people. We have a lot of flaky tests. I mean, less than we used to, but if we set aside some time for it, it kind of forces that issue a little bit, which wouldn't be bad, I think. So I wanted to get y'all's thoughts on that, if that seemed like an interesting idea to you guys.
Part of this test-a-thon, could it also be like adding test coverage?
Yeah, it could be. Yeah, certainly.
Yeah, I know there's tons of issues that get filed of we should add this test at some point, and it didn't get done at the time, and that means it's probably not going to get done unless there's a forcing function like a test-a-thon. I like it.
Yeah. Yeah, we could definitely add new tests as well. So maybe, I don't know what the, yeah, I guess just need to like pick a time and do it. I could try to figure out a time that would be suitable.
Do you want to just make a doodle poll for it and send it out to
Yeah.
the list and whoever else you hope will participate, and then whatever time works best?
Uh-huh. Hey, Ben, I see that you joined us. Were you able to reach out to the person who had been working on the versioned docs?
Yeah. Let me find his response.
Okay.
You can only see one browser window, right? Can't see my whole screen.
Right now I see the agenda.
Okay, and that's it, right?
Yep.
Okay. Just making sure. Where was this? So he said, yeah, he said that it, of course, has taken him longer than he had hoped. If he doesn't make progress before then, he's going to try to join. So probably he'll join, I guess. I don't know. But I nudged him, so.
Okay. How close is it? Do you know?
It still needs some work. I think we were hoping that he would do one more update and then we could probably get it in ourselves from there. But in its current state, the approach doesn't really work because it's way too expensive, but he did it.
Okay.
Like, I think he builds like all 1.x tags and pushes docs every, like in the CI, every build, right? So it's going to be very expensive.
Okay.
I know I suggested another approach. I think we wrote it down. I don't really remember it off the top of my head, but it's in the review feedback. I mean, worst case, someone can take it over and try to get it finished.
I guess if it's more of an issue of, like, if the whole approach maybe wasn't the right one to take and it's going to take starting over, then if this person doesn't have time to do it, it might be a good idea to just reopen it up.
Yeah.
So if he joins, that's awesome. And if he doesn't end up joining this time, then maybe we'll just ask him if he wants to hand the project off to somebody else.
Yeah, I'll try to remember to email him closer to the date of the Docathon. There's definitely some groundwork in there that I think anyone's going to borrow, and there's some very useful review discussion in there about how to do this that I would look at if I were to try to do it. So there's a lot that we've gained from this, even if he doesn't end up having time.
Cool. Do you want me to add him to the calendar invite just so that it like shows up on his calendar?
Yeah, sounds good.
Do you want to send me his?
Yeah,
who was
I can
it?
do that.
Awesome. Sweet, thank you.
Okay, so I didn't have any other items on the agenda. Is there anything else you guys wanted to chat about?
I want to give a shameless plug for the Mesos Developer Sync that's happening on Thursday at Twitter. Vinod helped me get a hold of the Twitter guys, and it's all confirmed and set. We have a little bit of content, but if anybody has anything that they would like to present, obviously you're welcome. And I just sent out an email reminder to the dev list, but if you plan on coming in person, please RSVP, because I need to give David a list of people we expect to actually be there so that so he can get them like on the list with security or whatever they need to do to get people into the building. So shameless plug, DevSync Thursday.
Cool.
This Thursday?
Yeah, the 10th.
Okay.
Dude, as far as content goes, do you think people would be interested in something like cQuery? I know a lot of people have tried different tagging solutions for jump to definition and whatnot in the Mesos source code, and most of them fall flat on their face. And I have one that's like brand new. It was part of the whole VS Code stuff, but it works cross-platform and it plugs into just about any editor. Is that something that may be of interest?
Yeah, I think probably people might want to discuss it. Sounds good to me.
Yeah, I'd be curious to see a demo for sure.
Okay, I'll try to like screencast it then, like get just to do a recording so I don't have to try to demo it live. Okay.
Awesome. Would you mind adding it to the
Agenda here.
agenda for the dev sync,
Yeah.
which I'm gonna put here.
I got it. It's in your email you sent.
Oh, great. Okay, great. Cool. Thank you. Sweet.
Any other items of discussion?
I don't think I have anything.
Okay, cool. Maybe that's it for today then. I'll try to catch up on my action items for next time.
Yeah, me too.
So yeah, if nobody has anything else, we can call it a day.
Cool. Easy meeting.
Thanks, guys. Bye.
Thanks, guys. Nice chatting to
Thank
you.
you.
Thanks,
Bye.
Greg.